And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video we're going to be discussing why Liverpool fans are ecstatic after recent exploits, whilst also sort of rounding up all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. Quite a few bits and pieces to go over. Of course, let's start with Roberto Firmino. Again, I know he doesn't play for the football club anymore, but there has been reports sort of circulating online from fairly decent sources in the Liverpool media space stating that Firmino is not happy at Al Hilal and wants to make a move back to Europe or to Brazil. Basically, he did move to Saudi Arabia in the summer and is believed to be earning around £326,000 per week. This, of course, is tax-free. However, with the 32-year-old becoming less favoured by the manager Matthias Yazial, significant interest is expected in January. Steven Gerrard's Al-Ettifaq are among clubs that are being linked. However, despite all these kind of reports coming out, it is stating that Roberto Firmino is in fact actually happy at Al Hilal and is not looking to try and push a move back to Europe nor to Brazil. This is what we at LFC News understand. They're kind of wide off the mark. Whilst, yes, he might not be favoured by the current manager, a move back to Europe or a move back to South America isn't going to be of the sort of contrary going into this one. A potential move could, of course, be maybe a loan move to Al-Ettifaq or another Saudi team, but apart from that, at this moment in time, Roberto Firmino is very happy. I mean, if you're earning £326,000 per week, I think you will be really happy. I don't think you're going to be getting that kind of money in Europe nor in South America, especially at his age these days. But that's what's being said with regards to it. I'm just here to say that Roberto Firmino is in fact happy in Saudi Arabia at this moment in time. In other news, Anthony Taylor has been named the referee for the Liverpool versus Newcastle match with Stuart Atwell on VAR. I always find myself speaking about referees and officials in these videos to games because it's something you guys are always interested in. Nowadays, we don't just look at the team lineups, we're actually looking at the officials to see if we're going to be getting a good bunch, if we're going to be getting decisions that are going against us. But they're the officials for that clash, of course, on New Year's Day. Really looking forward to the match now. Newcastle currently in disarray at this moment in time with regards to their sort of injury problems. They're going to be missing Jamal Lascelles. Again, Liverpool are going to be in a lot stronger position at Anfield. I do expect, of course, or win. Newcastle at this moment in time can't win a game for toffee. Last two games ended in defeat. Of course, they did draw that game in the EFL Cup but lost on penalties. Their last win coming back on the 16th of December, which was a 3-0 win against Fulham. But prior to that, they were in dismal form as well as they lost to AC Milan, eliminated at the Champions League, lost to Tottenham 4-1, then lost to Everton 3-0. So yeah, very, very inconsistent side at this moment in time with one win in 7 games. But again, hoping, of course, that we don't take our foot off the gas and make sure that we win this game. Again, probably what Eddie Howe is probably planning to do is try and park the bus because he hasn't got the talent to go out there and try and blow Liverpool apart at this moment in time. But one thing that we do struggle with is the low block. So something that maybe may work for him, maybe go to Anfield to try and get a draw, but we need to start winning because guess what happened yesterday? Liverpool, top of the league. Yes, Arsenal dropped a bollock in the title race. I know it's still early days, will probably drop points as well, knowing our luck so far this season, but top of the league, titles in our hands. I know it's so early, I know. But look, it's always exciting to go into the new year, into the January transfer window, top of the league. Of course, we winning our games, I can't actually believe we're actually the top of the table. And again, nothing against Liverpool at this moment in time, nothing against some of the teams that are competing, but it's probably been the most entertaining Premier League season, or for half of a Premier League season I can remember in a long time. No one's really a standout outlier in terms of the actual sheer quality. We've had a lot better teams in the Premier League that have missed out on the title narrowly than this one. Again, I think we're at the start of our evolution as a team at this moment in time. And again, everyone's talking about this 3 hit that we were going to have this year. This was just meant to be the start of the rebuild, try and get this going with the Liverpool 2.0. But we find ourselves going into 2024, top of the table by 2 points, which is really, really exciting to see. Again, look, we're going to have to try and keep up our consistencies. And as I said, despite us being at the top of the table at the over the halfway stage, we're still not as confident as we are because we have scraped games. Let's be perfectly honest. We have been scraping games recently, and are we going to ride a luck? Who knows? But something that I always keep looking at the January transfer window for. I do think we need to be making more additions, try and get stronger and stronger. I don't think we should be falling asleep at the wheel. I keep saying that. I keep using this term, falling asleep at the wheel, because I think we have a really good opportunity to actually go and win the title this year. If you told me that at the start of 2023, that by the end of 2023 would be top of the league, I would probably shoot you down, because last season was absolutely horrific. Very inconsistent, but we've definitely got an opportunity, and I see within the Liverpool fan base at this moment in time that they sense a real opportunity, or a real opportunity to try and win something special in terms of the Premier League this year, or next year, should I say, 2024. But again, look, we've got a very testing period within January, and this is why I just feel that we need to be making additions in the January transfer window. Whether we do remains to be seen. Fabrizio Romano has stated that we could. David Ornstein further states that we don't really need to, but I think, again, the best time to fix your roof is when it's sunny outside, and it's currently sunny. We're currently top of the table, and it's a good time to do a bit of that maintenance before a storm comes. You know, we've got a lot of games in January. We've got, Newcastle at home to start with, then we've got Arsenal away in the FA Cup, then we've got the double header in the EFL Cup semi-final, then we've got Bournemouth away, so a very, very intense, and of course, Liverpool versus Chelsea as well at the end of the month, so a very intense period of games, and something that we don't want to be being complacent with, and I just feel like just as the season goes on, we are going to see players probably pick up injuries. So yeah, just to have that strength and depth would be absolutely perfect. But I'm not going to get my hopes up with regards to signings. That's what I'm trying to say. Fingers crossed we do, but I hope so we don't. But it's good to see Liverpool fans super ecstatic after last night's result as well. And we're in a really, really good place at this moment in time. And here's hoping we can continue our winning run going into the game against Newcastle. And again, in terms of other news, guys, just lastly to finish off, Kostas Tsimikas is optimistic that is about his prospects of playing again this season. Of course, picking up a broken collarbone, and is basically stating that he will need at least another 6 weeks out, just whilst it makes the recovery, then get up to match sharpness, but did state that he will be back this season at some point. Of course, I'm looking forward to Andy Robertson returning soon. Hopefully he'll be sort of mid-January, late January. Again, we're sort of missing that quality left back, and with those two out, it can be a bit of a problem. I know Joe Gomez can play there. Luke Chambers is playing there as well as a sort of reserve. But it's better to have our better players fit, and Andy Robertson especially if we're going to be on a title charge. But that's all I've really got for you today, Liverpool fans, in terms of the latest news. Pretty quiet. Other clubs sort of making additions. Hopefully we start to hear a bit more come out soon. But that's all I've got for you today. All I can say is I'm pretty happy. Top of the league. But let's just keep it going. And Jurgen, FSG, make some signings. We need a couple this January. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts with regards to being top of the table, and of course, let me know your thoughts with regards to the January transfer window. Will we make an addition? Yes or no? Comment section. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.